Hey, what's up everybody, Nexel here. Today we are playing Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, and we are going to be doing the damage contest. I haven't done it all week. I've actually had like quite a few things going on for me, from presentations to other things, so I haven't really had much time to stream or record. We do have a few things I want to talk about. Like over the past few days, a lot of things I feel like have happened. We got the Seesaw Trio had their SP versions brought up to Supernova Plus. That was actually today. We have more Proud Mode quests here. But yeah, there's a few things I do want to talk about. Is how Star Ocean Anamnesis is unfortunately going away. So I might be doing a little bit more Star Ocean stuff just before the game goes away, you know, kind of pay it some tribute and then go from there. Armin, where have I been? I've been working. I have been doing things. I've actually been pretty caught up with my daytime stuff, so I haven't really had a lot of time to play video games, so that's where I'm at right now. But I am back for right now. I did promise I'd try at least once a week to get this done, so we're gonna go ahead and attempt our damage contest. So I've like touched it a little bit on my free-to-play account to kind of figure out how it works. But pretty much, as far as I know, you have to deal as much damage as possible, and it's weird because it's not the kind of contest where there's a lot of enemies and you have to gauntlet all of them. It's literally asking you to do like real massive amounts of damage on the enemies that exist there. So you can get up to 180 gems, which is wild, but it's kind of weird because it says get up to 180 gems, but we really know that on average, I think players might average at about like 10-15 gems. So realistically, we're looking at 30 to 45 gems for everyone. You have until the 11th to do this. Ranking is determined by the amount of damage dealt to the enemies. Your score will be finalized when you defeat the stage's target enemy or when you are defeated. If you fall in battle, you will not be able to continue. You can also equip assist medals to boost your score, so there are score medals in here. Granted, it's only 1%, but rewards such as gems and a title based on your ranking. Again, I think it's only the top 100 really get a reward in terms of the title. Let's take a look. Yeah, top 100 will get August Damage T100, which is really funny because like they've done like the speed challenge before, things like that, and it's just like they make it sound like they're gonna keep doing it, but we'll find out. It doesn't say August 2019, so maybe it's gonna be a one-time thing. Maybe they'll bring it back in a different month. Who really knows at this point? But finishing up what is in the details. See in-game for the full listing of ranking rewards. Alright, so they even give you tips, which is kind of interesting because they used to never really give tips other than make sure you buy the new medal. So tips to maximize score: equip assist medals. By equipping the medals, a bonus score will be added upon attacking an enemy, also upon defeating an enemy. So that's really important to know that you actually get additional score by defeating the enemy. So to an extent, it could be more important to actually beat the enemy than it is to equip the assist medals. 100 Scarf. I'm in top 100 in damage contests for a bit longer. Sweet, that is pretty good. That's a lot of gems coming your way. Second advice: do as much damage as you're possible on the finishing blows. Okay, so this actually goes back to a method way back in the day called the L method, and it was a method used to bump your score up in high score challenges. So pretty much the last attack on the enemy that drains the rest of its health will actually give you a bonus amount of score on top of what you've already earned, and that's what's going to make the biggest difference in this contest, is how many hits and what the final move is that defeats the enemy. Because what you're aiming for in this case, you're looking for a high amount of damage and a low number of hits. So let's say you go into the enemy, you're about to defeat it, and you use a medal that has 3 hits, but it deals like 3 million damage. So on average, you're looking at a bonus score of plus a million, for example. This is all just an example. I'm not really sure of the hard numbers. But you're doing 3 hits, you do 3 million damage across all of them. You're averaging out to a big hit of 1 million damage per hit, and that's going to add to your bonus score. Now let's say you took a medal that only did 1 hit, but it did 3 million damage. So your bonus score would be totaled as you did a huge amount of damage, so in that case it'd be like 3 million. So that's like the idea behind the L method, is that you're aiming for a high amount of damage in a low number of hits. So the higher that ratio is, the bigger your bonus score when you defeat that enemy is going to be. And that's why, again, it's important to deal maximum amount of damage on the finishing blow, as well as to defeat the enemy. Because if you don't defeat the enemy, you don't get that bonus score, and you're missing out on quite a bit there. Third advice is to use hard-hitting special attacks to earn a damage bonus. When you use a hard-hitting special attack on an enemy and defeat the enemy, you'll be able to earn up to a 40% damage bonus towards your score. Alright, I probably should have read that first, because then it actually makes the math a little bit easier. So if you did 3 hits, averaging out a million per hit, you're going to get 400,000 extra points. So use that math as your reference. Again, we're looking for a high amount of damage in a low number of hits. Alright, the system will record the highest damage dealt against an enemy and then convert it to damage bonus when the enemy is defeated. The higher the value, the higher the damage bonus that you will get. Since the system will only record the highest damage value, using special attacks multiple times will not provide you with additional damage bonus. So this was the part that always confused me about the L method, was that it asked you to deal as much damage as possible on the finishing blow, but it also says the system will record the highest damage dealt against an enemy. So it's like, if I hit him with like 3 million early on and then hit him with like 1 million later, does that mean I'm getting the million or the 3 million in terms of bonus? That's actually something that's kind of been puzzling for me. But anyways, so yeah, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for high amounts of damage in a low number of hits. That's how you're going to get that additional bonus, and that's what's really going to tip you over from one tier actually to the next. Because when you look at the scores for this thing, they're all really tight. Like, they are all really, really close. So let's go to rankings, and let's just go to the top, like, 1,000. So these are top 1, 2, 3. And they're literally scratching points apart. The first two are only 1,000 points away from each other. Between second and third place, that's only like 400 points away. Not even. It's only really like 110. So it's really important you squeeze out as much as you possibly can. And I definitely advise that you put defeating the enemy over just good point building medals. If you can't defeat the enemy with the 1% medals, switch out to something that'll help you defeat them, because you really need to get that defeating bonus score, because that's really going to make a big difference. AZ Fox and Elisa, what's up? We are doing the damage contest today. I was just talking about how I haven't been able to stream the past few days because I've had a lot of projects going on where I'm at. So now I'm able to stream. I'm going to take this time to be able to get this done before it expires and I miss out on gems. But yeah, just look at all these top scores. This is only 6 million points, or 6 million, my gosh. This is only 6,000 points away. And then we start to make a big difference here, where this is about, like 400? About 400,000 points away from 50 to 100, from 100 to 250. We're only looking at 3,000, so it's really important we squeeze out every single point that we can. Alright, so what setup am I going to use for this? I'm going to definitely aim to have Kingdom Hearts 3 Aqua, because all these medals, to my knowledge, don't do less than 3 hits. So Xemnas does 4 hits, Ultimate Form Sora does 3, I believe all the Birth by Sleep Trio ones do 3. If this Kyrie hit for a lot of damage, I'd probably go with this, but unfortunately we don't have that option. We have Demix here. This is going to be good because Demix is one of our staple medals in Counterpoint. So I think, yeah, all these do like a pretty massive amount of hits. 10 hits, 6 hits. So we're looking at like a medal that does either 1 hit with Kyrie B or Xion, or a medal that does 3 hits with any of these top 4 right here. I think also Xion does 3 hits. Yeah, Xion does 3 hits. Pirate Form Sora does 1 hit. And this could actually be very, very important because it can boost you that extra score. But at the same time, because there's like, I know, because I've delved into it a little bit, there are multiple enemy groups in here. So this Pirate Form Sora is only going to be doing 1 damage, or I'm sorry, not 1 damage. It's going to have a ×1 multiplier for a lot of this fight. So if I could, and if it was a feasible option, I'd probably have like a Pirate Form Sora with ground and aerial for this particular contest. But yeah, so we're looking at these guys. We're looking at these or Kyrie or Xion to be dealing the amount of damage we need to. So I think I built a setup with this with Counterpoint already. Should have like plus. Yeah, okay. So I gotta figure out different methods to do this, because right now I've seen the people in the top and they actually don't have a Kingdom Hearts 3 Kyrie A, so I gotta figure out a way to do it without it. But for right now, let's actually just earn our score for now and go from there. Let's make sure our sub slots are all multiplied out, and all right, let's give it a run, because I think this is fine. So we have, I think only one of these aquas has extra attack on it. Yeah, just this one has extra attack on it. The other one, this one I'm about to convert to a rating medal when I get the next Lux++ skill. This one is just for score bonus and to beef up the ones later down the line. And Kyrie in the pet slot, because we're going to want that plus 5,000 strength just to tip us over in terms of doing more damage. So let's go ahead and run into the quest here. How's everyone been, though? It's honestly been like a while since I streamed, so I hope everyone's been doing well. It's been like a solid week and a day. Alright, so let's give this a run. And I want another Kyrie, because this Kyrie is actually important, because getting that plus 10,000 can actually boost your score up by quite a bit. So we're looking at plus 6 as our score for right now. Let's speed up our field. I actually decreased the field speed because in Proud mode, they have a lot of quests that are like complete within 47 seconds or something like that. So I decreased the field speed so that I can kind of look my way through and kind of map it out a little bit more. Alright, so let's see here. I think I'm normally able to just take this out without any sort of additional assistance. Maybe I'll activate like one aqua at best, but I think I got this in 3 turns. Jofo, have I seen the new Dark Riku? I haven't seen it quite yet. I remember what it does based off of the notice, but I haven't seen it myself yet. Does it look sick? I hope it looks awesome. Alright, so let's do this. And then let's do one aqua activation. Yeah, no, we got this in 3 turns for sure. And then we're gonna pretty much front load everything onto the last enemy, because let's see. It's like I want to activate one of these Kyries. Let's actually tap here. And then we'll go with this. Because right now, I think the thought on my mind is that, yeah, we missed out actually on a lot of score right there. Like, we missed out on quite a bit right there. Maybe we should have spread out the Kyries amongst the 2 different enemies. So let's activate one aqua here. See, this is kind of why Kyrie B was actually pretty important, and that's actually another reason I got her, because I knew she'd be useful. But unfortunately, with the new like strength cap going up for a lot of supernovas, her strength became pretty normal, unfortunately. She used to have like a pretty high strength in terms of like the supernova game, because she'd also like beef herself up. Alright, so let's try this. So you don't want to go too far. Alright, I hope this doesn't knock it out. Alright, cool. So let's activate our second Kyrie. Hope it doesn't knock it out. And then this aqua is the one that deals a ton of damage. So let's go ahead and activate the aqua. Awesome. Alright, we got like full points off of that, which is actually pretty good. And then let's activate this Kyrie, because this one has full buffs. Sweet. Alright, so this is our initial score right here. And let's see how we ranked. So this isn't I feel like it's not a particularly hard contest to do, but you really have to understand the mechanics of the game in order to get high scores on this one. Alright, so we got our objectives. Also, the reason I screenshot the objectives is because they actually don't tell you the quantity usually, so it's just for recording purposes. Make sure I have the quantity recorded down. Easy Fox, not too bad. Easily obtained Ultimate Form Sora, and he's been an amazing medal. I'm actually looking forward to Ultimate Form Sora. I'm not going to pull on him, though, until, like, I need it. Because right now, I think I might need it for the Chasm of Challenges. But we'll see. So we jumped up to 745th, which means we're getting a solid amount of gems. We're getting, what is that, 48, 72? 72 gems, but I think we can go further. Like, let's see how the people around us place. Let's see. D-Legend, I gotta screenshot everything. Star Ocean recently closed, and it's like, man, all I'm gonna have after this game goes away is my screenshots of it and whatever I YouTubed of it, which is like really sad to think about. Like, I'm actually bleh, words. I'm actually gonna miss Star Ocean a lot. Cal, it's forbidden to do that well in the game. All right, so how far are we from everyone else? So where am I? I'm at 44,500,000. So let's see where everyone else is. 44,938,000. I feel like I could crack. If I do it correctly, I could probably crack probably 100, if I had to guess. Kyrie A, Ventus, Kyrie B, Ultimate. Man, everyone's rocking Ultimate Form Sora. Good gravy. All right. Oh, another piece of advice for this, make sure you equip critical hit perk, because that's actually going to bump you up a little bit. So I'm at critical hit perk 29, and that actually can make a very big difference if it procs on your damage dealing medal. Let's see. Jofo, D-Legend, have you gotten any more Riku Moogle since your video? You've gotten another 4? That's awesome. I have 5 in total from this event. I got 1 with a steal, and then... Or I got 4 with a steal, and then 1 I missed a steal on, which was actually pretty sad. Yes, the Chasm of... This is... Oh, gosh. I hate when they, like, advertise this, but they're just like, Chasm of Challenges. It lasts forever. Make sure you do it, because you have... math works out for it, and without knowing the math, it's almost kind of like you're chasing for stars. So what I do sometimes is, like, I'll switch between rare enemy perk plus 16 and then item drop perk plus 16. So I got 1 with item drop. I got the one that activated Steel 3. I had item drop perk plus 16 on, and then one that activated where I didn't get the seal off, I had rare enemy perk. So I'm really not sure how the math works. If I knew how the math works, I'd be able to, like, give you a more concrete answer. I've only gotten 4, but I care more about the sub-slots / medals. They're important. It's pretty much like you don't have to pull for another tier 9. But I have enough coins, it's just I don't have the inventory space to support it right now. So I'm going to wait this one out until the end of the month. And I still stack the event coins because I know some people, like, they just hop in the event, see if the gift shadow is there, and then if they don't see it, they hop out. But for me, I feel like these event coins, they might bring them back for something. Because I feel like a ton of people just have a crazy ton of event coins. Because really, you should never hit 0 AP. You should always spend it on the events coins galore. Like, always. Because there's no reason to not do it. And you have the chance for 2,000 gems. 2,000 jewels every single time you do it. And that's totally worth it. Like, the quest only takes like a minute to complete. Alright, let's hop back into our damage contest and try and get a little bit higher here. I definitely think we can do this. See, I'm wondering if it's because... What are the slots for the multipliers? Let's see. We're looking for something greater than 8, but I think that only exists on the reverse blades. Waste of AP if they hop out. That is true, but I get it. I mean, some people really don't care. So I understand, but at the same time, I don't agree, if that makes sense. Agree to disagree, essentially. Alright, yeah, I think we have to keep going in with our counterpoint, because it's our most optimal setup. So you should pick, like, your most optimal setup. Because in terms of my score medals, like, what am I rocking? Sort by score. That's going to make it a little bit easier to find which ones you've got. I've got these guys. And these are actually still tier 4. So it actually still adds to your bonus, which is nice because it gives you a little bit more options. But, yeah, I think Upright Blue is just my best setup. So we're going to stick with Upright Blue. 2k jewels. Nah, I've only got 1 all. 1 Riku and Moogle out of all the attempts. Don't worry, that's 500 free jewels. You literally got $5 just for hopping in the event, and you're also getting sub slots, which is really, really good. It's free stuff, and never argue with free stuff in this game, because you can always use it. Like, I even made a video showing you how you could use, like, magic mirrors, which are, like, super outdated, but you can still use them. I'm doing the 60 AP quest because it's like a time crunch kind of thing. Like, I like getting it done quicker, so I do the 60 one. I've done between 40 and 20. I do 60 sparingly. I've actually had quite a lot of luck with 60. Like, I feel like I at least hit 1 or 2 gift shadows every day doing the 60. And that's why I have so many event coins for that. Alright, let's hop in again. So I think what I want to do is I want to spread out my use of the Kyrie bees. So let's go ahead and try and lower the enemy's HP right now. And I think on turn 2, we got it. Because if we activate the Kyrie, I think we got it on turn 2. Well, let's see how this works. I wish this Kyrie had aerial. Ugh. Instead, it's got like a bunch of resist, which I'm okay with, but I wish it got aerial. Alright. Let's see. So let's activate that. Because we want to activate as many Aquas as we possibly can. And I think we'll have to activate the last Aqua on the last turn. So let's actually tap there. And tap here. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Now let's go ahead and activate our Kyries. Activate the Aquas so that we get that additional bonus. Activate our Kyrie B, because that's going to give us that additional plus 5,000, and then activate our Aqua. Awesome. Okay, sounds good. So after the first Heartless, we got 22 million. That's going to boost our score a little bit. Honestly, it's just worth doing just because even if you boost your score a little bit, we did see those differences in the tiers. It's like scraping points. It's like literally less than 10,000 points per thing, and that's like literally a critical hit. So let's take a look at what we got here. Alright, so again, we're going to try and lower the defense of the, or we're going to lower the HP of this thing as much as we can for now. Lower the HP, yeah, that's what we're looking for. Alright, cool. So we took out those mini Heartless with the Aqua, which is good. I think we also activate this. Because I feel like 1 million HP. I'm pretty sure I could take that out in one turn. Yeah, no, I definitely think we got it. So let's go... Let's go Demix, because Demix won't have any of the buffs, really, because he's a reverse metal. Craigs didn't get a note of... Oh my gosh, dude, are you okay? That is not the... You should probably seek medical attention for that. That's actually really rough. Let's see here. Yeah, dude, honestly, like, seek attention for that if you really need to. Let's see. Alright, so I think we do the Kyrie B. And then we do the Aqua. I hope that's enough damage, actually. Is this enough? Yeah, we got it. Okay, cool. So we bumped up our score by a solid 10,000. That's actually a pretty solid difference. And then let's go ahead and activate our Kyrie here. And cool. That's our new score. So we bumped up our score by... Actually, not 10,000. Really only by, like, 4,000? I think that's how much we changed. And we bumped up our rank by 340-ish points. That's wild. And because of that, we're getting, what is that, 54, 81? We're getting like 9 more gems because of that change. That's wild. So yeah, just keep cracking at it. Try and optimize your thing every single time. Increase your Keyblade multipliers. Make sure you're leveled up as much as you can. So yeah, we're doing pretty well. I think, because I feel like the thing that's making a difference is that this Aqua, if she had a strength on her instead of this gauges, I'd be a little bit more happy. But like, I just didn't feel like Chait tracing that. This is actually totally fine. This is a really good setup. Elisa, I've had more luck getting the gift shadow appear in 60 than any other. Probably at 3-4 a day. My gosh, I wish I had that luck. I think I'm only like striking 1 or 2 a day. Craig, Oh, you really shouldn't joke about that, to be honest. Like, I actually knew quite a few people that have been depressed before, and it's really not a funny thing to talk about. So don't joke about that kind of stuff, because that's actually, like, really touchy for some people. People like me, to be honest. Alright, let's continue on with our... I feel like I have, like, life talks during my streams. We are here to play video games, not talk about philosophy. So what happens, what's my score at? If I boosted it up by 1%, I'd get up to like 44,560,000, something like that. What are these top people at? Oh my gosh, wild. What are they using? Yeah, Kyrie B. See, this guy knows what's up. So it's just a bunch of Kyrie Bs, because those Kyrie Bs make such a huge difference of plus 5,000. So they do the Kyrie Bs, they bank on everything from Ultimate Form Sora, because Ultimate Form Sora is the one that's going to be doing the damage. That's wild. Oh my gosh. 4 Kyrie Bs. Wild. So essentially they pour themselves to get like 2 Supernova attacks, and then they try to defeat the enemy in 1 turn, because they won't be able to get the defense down the next turn, because Kyrie B's Supernova only lasts for 1 turn. So I think they're either going Kyrie B, run all the medals, and then another Kyrie B, run all the medals again and defeat the enemy that way, or they're doing 2 Kyrie Bs for 1 to optimize that damage output. But that would be my thought on it. And then what Keyblade are they using? Sleeping Lion 38.6. Okay. Which is way more than what I've got right now. I'm only rocking at 35. Because I didn't just want to use my gems like very wanton like that. I feel like it might become very important later on. Let's see here. Huh. HD Xion. I think this is just for points. This is just for that 1%, because it makes a big difference having that plus 1%. And then these Kyries here. Are they not doing maximum defense down? Like maximum general defense down? Let's see. Decreases target speed defense. Oh, wait, this decreases defense. Decreases target's defense by 10. Okay, I see how it works out. So this is just for buffing. So it's buffing on top of a Kyrie B, and then they plan on defeating the enemy within 2 turns with this setup here. Okay, I see how that works. I see how that works. Okay. What's third place doing? I'm sure this is to decrease defense. Defense by 15. Okay, so that's pretty good. And then, because Ventus increases attack. This is a very confusing setup. Like, I get it, but they're using Sleeping Lion with a bunch of, like, weak subslots. And I guess it's to kind of pick where their damage output is. Okay. Let's give this another run here. So what do I want to change about my strategy? Honestly, like, just hoping that critical perk goes off when I defeat the enemy can make, like, a very big difference. So let's go here. I feel like in order for me to get higher on here, I actually have to use gems to level up my counterpoint. But I feel like 35 honestly just does me a lot of good favors. Let's see. But I am okay with this because, like, I'm getting a lot of boosts. So people are using the Ultimate Form Sora because it gives them that plus 1500 upright strength. For me, I'm just using Aqua because Aqua's going to buff herself up. So let's see if we can change our score just by, like, trying it again. Because honestly, I think this is the kind of thing where you can just literally keep cracking at it, and then you'll get a higher score eventually. So let's activate the Supernova. So at like 100,000, that's how we want them to be on the 3rd turn. And then it also matters how you defeat these mini enemies too, because that's actually going to change your point bonus as well. So let's try this. And then does Aqua take him out? No, Aqua does not take him out. Okay. But the Kyrie will, and that should do a hefty amount of points. Okay. So let's do that. Let's do that. Huh. Okay. So the 2nd turn, we're going to use it just to tailor our damage so that it is where we want it to be going into turn 3. Let's go here. Let's activate Aqua. Okay, that's getting kind of low. So let's actually just start swiping here. Alright, so now we're going to do dual Kyrie on top of a Kyrie B. Oh, wait, no, I messed up the order. Oh, shoot. Because now the middle Aqua is going to take it out. Yeah, I'm missing out on points there. I missed out on points because the last hit of that Aqua didn't land. But we're still at like roughly the same score we did the last run, where it actually did land. See, that's why I'm a little confused about the L method, because like the game records the highest amount of damage you did to the enemy, but does it matter if it's the last hit or not? That's always the question that's been on my mind for this. Okay. Let's see. So we want to tailor our damage so that it's only at 1,000,000 going into our next turn. Okay, so this is fine. So we can just swipe here. Maybe we'll hit with like a Kyrie with extra attack. Oh gosh, the combo perked. Okay. Alright, so let's give... So this should be fine. We should actually be able to win like this. So let's go here. Let's go here. Demix. Aqua. Again, we're stacking up our magic. Oh shoot. Oh, I messed up. Oh, that was bad. Because I forgot this Aqua didn't have extra attack on it. Oh no, we missed out. Okay, we missed out like real bad. So we're definitely not scoring higher on this one than we did before. Yeah, we're definitely not. Because we should have activated the Kyrie B before that Kingdom Hearts 3 Aqua, and that's why we scored lower on that one. That's why I looked at it and I was like, oh gosh, we're definitely not scoring as high. Alright, let's run it back, run it back. Let's see. Okay, so again, we're going to try and tailor that damage down so that we get it down to 1,000,000 points of health. Because we know that's our limit. We know we could take it out in 1,000,000 points of health. It's also a good thing that this Kyrie B is taking out those aerial knockers, because it's going to do one hit with massive amounts of damage. If that Kyrie had aerial on it, it'd be doing more damage, but unfortunately that's something we really didn't have a choice over. Alright, so let's go here again. Because Demix doesn't have extra attack, this one doesn't have extra attack, this one doesn't have extra attack. We activate our Kyrie, and then this Aqua should be able to take it out. Okay, so we're slightly higher. We got 2,000 extra points, but that can make a really big difference. So again, we're going to run the same strategy here. Try and get rid of those, the bad dogs with Kyrie B. Alright, so now we got to do 240,000 points in this upcoming one. Okay, so we can just swipe from here. I'm probably going to hit it with the Kyrie B just because I know we can crack 1,000,000. I don't know if we can crack anything above it. So let's actually just hit it a little bit. Okay, cool. So now we do our full strategy. We're going to activate the Kyries. We're going to beef up our Kingdom Hearts 3 Aqua with the previous Kingdom Hearts 3 Aquas before it. And then that one. Let's activate... Because I think we have to be at around 500,000. Oh gosh, too far, too far. Yeah, we missed out on a lot of points there. Because that last hit did not connect. Okay, we're missing a bit here. So now we got to go back and we got to... See, that's also the thing about critical hit perk. If it goes off at the wrong time, then we run into problems. Alright, so let's go back here and give it another run. I want to at least try cracking 250. So let's, again, same strategy essentially. Activate the Aqua to get that 280% extra special attack bonus. Let's see here. The Kyrie should take this out. Cool. Okay, so we got a lot of extra bonus from that. Let's see. All right, so our goal right now is to get it down to 1 million, and then we should be able to work from there. I think that Aqua's too strong, so we can do that. We can do that. And I think that should do it. Okay. So now we'll go dual Kyrie. And then beef up that Aqua. Kyrie again here. And then this Aqua should be able to take it out. Awesome. Okay. So let's see how this works. So we're going to do the same strategy here. Aqua to take it out. Let's see. Okay, Kyrie took out the bad dogs, which is good, because again, we're looking for lots of damage in one hit. Craig, no, I meant depressed because I didn't get a notification. It's okay to be sarcastic and funny, but it's also gotta be mindful. I feel like it's also like you always gotta be mindful of the other people around you. Kyoka, I have my new computer that I built in class. Wow, you built a computer? Good geez, I could barely build like a shelf from IKEA. I'm glad that it's running better than your old computer. And hello, how you been? I haven't been streaming for a long time because I've had a lot of like real world projects to work on. Let's see. So we barely want to scratch this enemy this time. Literally just nicking it. I think the Kyrie should do enough. Yeah, okay, so we'll just swipe here. Cool. Alright, now we do all of this. We activate the rest of it. Wait, what are we at? Oh gosh, I wanted to see how much health it was at before we activated the Kyrie. We're definitely not getting it here either. Yeah, because the last Heartless really only gives us like 45 additional points. Ah, gosh, so sad. That's the problem with auto, is that sometimes I'm not fast enough to react to it. Alright, let's give it another run. Because again, though, even just 1,000 points makes a big difference. So we're just running this at this point, waiting until we can, because really the turn that matters the most is the one where I get it below 1 million points of health. That's the one that matters the most, that I do like maximum amounts of damage, because I only get so many activations of Kyrie B. I think this one will bring it down. Okay. There, Kyrie. Maybe this one okay, we're below 1 million. Good. Kyoka, a computer isn't that hard to build, honestly. Just look at the motherboard instructions. I have no idea what that means. I feel like for me in technology, I'm like not bad at it, but I'm not good at it either. Alright, so let's go here. There, activate our Kyrie. And then bank on this Aqua taking it out. Awesome. Okay. So that's a hefty amount of score there. So let's go ahead and do this. Activate the Aqua here. So I feel like my general strategy for this, the first turn, I use it to bring down the enemy's health. The turn after that, I use it to bring it down to the level that I want it to be at. Let's hope I can take out these bad dogs. Awesome. So yeah, first turn, lower health. Second turn, tailor it to that level that I know I can defeat on the third turn. And then final turn, just go ham, activate Kyrie B, and go get him. Alright, so we'll go here. I think just the Kyrie activations are honestly enough. Yeah. And then the extra attack. Bingo. Okay, we're good. We're at 1 million. Good stuff. Rosie, get him. That setup looks crazy. It's okay. It's okay. So it's really just 3 VIP weeks, plus the Mercy for Demix, a Mercy for Kyrie A, and then a Mercy for Kyrie B. And then a friend shared Kyrie B. So all this stuff is pretty much like, I Mercied it, or I had to get it in some sort of weird guarantee. Except the Kyrie. Maybe for the first Kyrie A, I got lucky. I don't remember. I'm not 100% sure. But let's go ahead and activate our strategy like we normally would. We're going to activate Demix here. Aqua. Again, we're beefing up our big Aqua that deals a lot of damage. Which is this one right here. Okay, so 442,000 points is quite a bit. But we should be able to take it with the Aqua. So let's hope this is when I'm really poking at straws until I actually level up my Keyblade more. So I think I have to level it up a bit more before I'll get any additional points on this. But honestly, I'm totally okay with this where I'm at right now. Because we're getting a lot of free gems to begin with. Maybe I'll do a few more runs on my free time. Because I could be getting 9 more gems. 9 more gems, but to be honest, I really sort of don't need them right now. Like, I'm not really at what one would call a deficit for gems right now. So really, maybe we should just like secede and let someone who needs it more like get higher than me. It's either we get more resources for ourselves or we make someone else feel a little bit better about them. But yeah, this is where I'm at right now in terms of my resources, which is by no means like bad. I could honestly level up a bunch of Keyblades to get higher damage multipliers, but I'm not struggling. Again, if you're not struggling in the game, don't just spend resources because you have them, you know? Let's see. KHUX, a motherboard is the big looking... Oh, I just don't know, I guess, how to read motherboard instructions. And to be fair, it might be because I've never attempted it, but I haven't ever tried it is the big thing. Rosie, I honestly fell off during the KR20 banners and such. It's hard to keep up. That's cool. I mean, honestly, do what you gotta do. Like, I haven't streamed all week. I think I lost a subscriber. But, you know, I'm doing what I gotta do. I've got day job stuff that I gotta take care of, you know? So, do what you gotta do. No one's gonna blame you for not playing video games. They're supposed to be there for fun. They're supposed to be there for your entertainment. So, no worries there. I'm wondering if we should try again. Let's actually try the event coin challenge. See if we can get some jewels. If we can get some jewels off of it, that'd be pretty sweet. So let's do the 60. Oh, wait. I gotta update my perks. Because right now I have it set to critical hit perk. So that I do more damage. But we're looking for... do I want item drop perk or do I want rare enemy perk? Let's go rare enemy. Because I feel like how I feel kind of changes from time to time that I do it. But if the enemy doesn't spawn, it doesn't matter. So let's go with rare enemy for now. And see how it goes. If we get it here, that'd be pretty sweet. That'd actually be pretty amazing. Let's go in with a different setup. There we go. Okay. Aw, no gift shadow. Sad. Alright, no worries. Let's go ahead and just take out this monkey. Nier, hello. How is everything going? Everything Kingdom Hearts wise is okay. Real world stuff, there's a lot going on for me right now. So that's why I haven't been playing a lot of video games. That's why I haven't been doing a lot of streaming, because I've just had a lot of real world life things going on for me. AZ Fox. Yeah, rare enemy. See, I get rare enemy, but I just don't know the math. You know what I mean? It's like I can equip skill perk, or I'm sorry, like rare enemy perk plus 1,000,000. But I don't know if that would double my odds, or even if it increase it like by 0.5. You know what I mean? Yes. See, the trick is to get the steal skill off on the gift shadow, which is absolutely true, but it's like random. It's like, I think, a 50% chance. So it's like flipping a coin, and every time it lands on heads. Because I got the Riku and Moogle a second time, but the steal did not activate, so I only got the one. I just called the monkey Infernape. Yo, talking about Pokemon, like, I'm super excited for Sword and Shield. Like, that's going to be a real good time in the next few months. KHUX, oops, pulled out power cord from... Do you run a computer that doesn't have any battery? Because, like, I get that feel. I definitely need to get my battery checked up on, because I think I have battery failure on my laptop. because I just use it for way too much. All right, how much? We've got 74 AP right now. What should we do? What should we do with 74 AP? Do we try the damage contest more? Because honestly, I'm okay. This is totally an okay spot to be. I could just level up my counterpoint more and get more score that way. But I'm totally okay with where I'm at. Let's see. Yeah, I'm totally okay with where this is at right now. Because, like, we're still getting free gems. Free gems is free gems. That's like saying, hey, here's free... Oh, gosh. How many gems is that? All right, let's do the math. Let's do the math, because we always do the math. So, 27 gems, 3 of each type. I believe it's... Multiply that times 300... Or, I'm sorry, 3,500 for 20 gems through the boards. So that is... Hey, hello, here is a free... 14,175 gems worth, or jewels worth of gems. Go ham. So that's fine with me. That's like an $100 deal right there. Like if we look at the jewel payout right now, yeah, it's pretty much like getting the rank that I'm at right now is pretty much getting like this in gems for free. So that's totally okay with me. I'm still upset about... Yeah, the National Dex thing is really upsetting where it's like they're not including all the Pokemon. So I'm just like, oh gosh. It's like, who are they going to evict from the Pokemon Dex? You know? And I hope none of my favorites are in there. Really, I wish all of them were like, okay. Nier, I'm running this event so many times and not even one Riku. Dang, I'm sorry. It is still around for 7 more days. So I hope you get it within then. Because the minute you get one, literally the second you get one, it automatically makes up for it. Because it's like... Here's free money. Go ham. Yesterday's news. No, I haven't seen the Pokemon Direct yet, but I need to see it. I've been seeing a lot of memes, though, about wheezing. So that's actually... I should really, really watch it. And if I knew how to do it via OBS, because I've never done it before, I would probably just watch it with you guys. We'll watch it over stream. Kyoka, I have a desk... Oh, yeah, that makes sense. A desktop, you unplugged it, and it went away. Let's see. AZ Fox, I'm excited for the new stuff they're bringing into Sword and Shield. I'm very excited. I love the Pokemon games. I haven't been playing a lot of them because, like, to be fair, I haven't played Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire, because at that time I kind of just didn't want to replay them. I didn't really care for the whole Z-move thing or Mega Evolutions at the time, but I probably should get used to it. Elisa, I don't think it really increases the chance, but I don't know, I only have +5 item and +5 rare enemy equipped. But you still get 3-4 a day. That's actually really, really good. I will be right back. I actually gotta blow my nose again. It's still allergy season, and it's still getting me. I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, we're good. What were we talking about? We were talking about Pokemon. Honestly, guys, I have so many video games I need to play. Like, I'm looking at my shelf, and if you guys are interested, I'll tell you what games I have to play, and you can give me recommendations or whatnot, but, like, there's a lot of stuff that I gotta do in terms of the games. Also, wait, while she's here, let's give a big shout out to Elisa for literally carrying this party to, like, levels. So if we go here and we go to the Lux rankings, this girl is wild. She's got twice as much as me. So shout out to Elisa for really bringing this party up. All right, let's take a look. I want Electivire. Ooh, Electivire is a good one. It was bound to happen sooner or later. We're coming up on 1,000 Pokemon. I did see a video talking about that. Like how many Pokemon are coming with each installation. Because we started with 151. And now we're on Gen 8 and literally like almost 1,000. Kyoka, everyone forgets a little detail. This game was always called Pokemon, not Adventure with Pokemon or Battle with Pokemon or something else. The Pokemon were always the #1 priority, and I dare say that no one cared more about the story, region, gyms, or mechanics about Pokemon. So if you cut the core element of the game, it's more than justified to be disappointed about the decision to cut give or take 50% of it. I will bet there will be max 600 Pokemon with the isn't it Galarian Dex? Or is it called Galar Dex? With 200 being the Kanto Pokemon plus Alola forms plus the new Galar Pokemon. That you see the chance of your favorite being in the game is low. The entire excuse behind some of this is hypocritical because they did away with any megas, which is what they want to do anyways, make a mediocre Pokemon good or viable. I actually didn't like megas, to be honest. I didn't like the idea of megas because it was like you make your Pokemon just super buff, and it's only if they had a mega form. So it's like if they didn't have a mega form, it's like it's probably not going to be in your team unless it's like a legendary or something. Because I did see the Pokemon the World Championship, and they had like Tapu Bulu, Tapu Koko. So I think it was just for the weather change though, for that weather boost. AZ Fox, I care more about the story. I love the adventure. I get that. Like, honestly, there's a lot of good things to like about Pokemon. It's why it's the #2 card game selling in the world right now. It's the reason it's one of the few things that's lasted generation after generation. So, good stuff. Pokemon is some good stuff. I actually play the Pokemon TCG. I just haven't posted about it in a long time. Because the only real Pokemon videos that I feel like people watch are either crazy speedrun variations that people are doing, or Pokemon TCG openings, or they're watching like Mahomes Tricky Gym. But like, I'm not super competitive with Pokemon, and I'm not super rich, so I can't open Pokemon packs all the time. I don't know how to stream Pokemon games because they're done through like a DS, which doesn't have like an HDMI port. And as far as I know with my skill right now, I can only record things with HDMI ports. So once Sword and Shield comes, I should be able to stream that. Okay, so let's catch up real fast. AZ Fox, I have a feeling Alolan forms won't be in. Arguable, because the Alolan forms are different forms. Like, it's not like Mega Evolutions where they're temporary. But if they are, wonderful. To be fair, Dynamax kind of fills that void. See, I like Dynamax. I like the idea of Dynamax, but at the same time, it's just like Godzilla and Pokemon, essentially, is what my thoughts are on that. Kyoka, here's so much hypocrisy in the interview. It's outstanding. This should have been something to figure out from the beginning. If it's the models being the issue, they got rid of Megas just for this giant Pokemon, which... Oh, you don't like the Dynamax. Okay. Like, it's not the first time they had to make HD models. Either X and Y had to do it for over 700. I'm not sure. Honestly, if I worked for the Pokemon company and I was able to find that out, I'd probably tell people. I mean, like, we don't have this space. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like as the audience, we have to take it no matter how it comes. We can put our input in, but in the end, like, limitations are limitations. Alisa, thanks for the carry. Thanks for the DPS carry. Kyoka, I loved Megas, and no, you didn't have to make every Pokemon super buff. They were Pokemon that were viable, that weren't viable, made viable due to Megas. Yes, that is true. Like Mega Mawile, Mega Pinsir. Could I do a Nuzlocke? What is that? I don't know if that's the name of the Pokemon TCG deck where you play a bunch of, like, Nuzzle Pokemon. There are 3DS capture cards, but they have to be soldered on. No, we're not doing that. Because, like, y'all want to see what my DS looks like? And the reason why we're not going to mess around with it. So I only have the box right now. The DS is somewhere else. But, this is the DS that I have. And we are not going to be soldering or gluing or taping anything on this. No way. Not a chance. Nier, I'm struggling holding my jewels for Ultimate Form Sora. I want to pull and trade him so much, but there's also 10 more days. Have to wait to the last days to be safe. Yeah, that's what I do. I do that all the time. Because remember, my safe jewels level is 15,000. If you are not above 15,000, you put yourself in a dangerous risk of something good coming out and you don't have any jewels for it. So that's why I'm going to wait, because more things are going to come out. I want to see what this Dark Riku looks like. I don't think I'm going to be pulling for Baymax. I really don't. Because if he's going to be anything like Pirate Form Sora, I'm not going to need him. You know what I mean? Like, people were just like, oh, Pirate Form Sora, everyone go wild. And I'm just like, I look at the top tiers of gaming, and I really don't see Pirate Sora. Like, I see it maybe in, like, top 10 of Coliseum. We didn't see it for the damage contest at all. So, yeah, like, Pirate Form Sora, everyone being super hyped on him. I was confident about it back then, and I'm confident about it now that it wasn't a super fantastic medal. Jason, Ultima Sora is great. He brings life to Sleeping Lion, and eventually, Bad Guy Breaker when it gets stronger. Yes, that is true. But again, we're saving our jewels, because the jewels can be anything. But the minute you get the medal, you can't sell the medal and get your jewels back. You know what I mean? The jewels can become avatar boards. They can become other medals. They can become, like, gems, things like that. You can use the jewels for anything. The medals, once you get them, it's like you have to have it. So, like, the 15,000 jewels I spent on... What's an example of something I spent 15,000 jewels on? On, like, Angelic Amber, for example. Like, that is gonna stay. Like, that Angelic Amber is gonna stay. I'm not getting my jewels back, so I have to make the most of it. AZ Fox, a Nuzlocke is a self-imposed challenge in which you are only allowed to catch the first Pokemon you see on Ichra. Oh, it's... Jeez. So it's Fire Emblem, which I gotta play. Oh my gosh, if I get Fire Emblem 3 Houses, I'll probably stream it, because that game looks awesome. It's been getting great reviews, so we'll see how it works out if I'm able to pick it up sometime soon. Kyoka. That's true. The Switch is more powerful than the 3DS for sure. I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't want to pass criticism without having knowledge. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just say things and then it's because of something else. You know what I mean? So, I'm gonna hold back, see how the game works out. Maybe they'll make DLC, hopefully non-charge DLC. That's gonna be important, because gosh, I hate microtransactions, and I hate DLC that's not free, because it's so dumb. Like, I get that, like, you made DLC and it costs money and it costs time and stuff like that. Like, I definitely get that, but, like, whatever happened to releasing complete games? You know what I mean? I spend $60 once, I get the whole game, I get all the bonuses, I get all the additional side bosses, that kind of stuff. I liked that. But now it's like, when you buy a game, you have to have at least a minimum of, like, 40 anywhere between 20 to 40 additional dollars to really enjoy the game to its fullest, which is so sad. Like, Final Fantasy Lightning Returns was a bad example of that, because you had to buy outfits, you had to buy bosses, and it's just like, a lot of people loved 13, and then they just milked them. They milked the players, and I hate that. That's so awful. True, 15k jewels to be safe from Nier. I will pull for him, or maybe the Riku. Yes, at some point, I'm gonna get Kingdom Hearts 3 VIP Zemnis. I just don't know when. Like, I don't think this week is worth it, in my opinion. Like, what comes in the WJE this week? So, some avatar parts, gems times 10, which is, like, not good anymore. Like, it used to be super powerful, but now that they're releasing more ways to get gems, like, the monthly jewel quests have 5 gems. The challenge right now, I'm getting, like, 27 of each gem, so that's already 3 times more than this. So, I'm not counting that. 5 tier 9 dual Meow Wows. That's good if you need them, but, like, you run into them eventually. And now they made tier 9 dual Meow Wows within PvP rewards, so you're guaranteed to get them as long as you do well in PvP. So, it's not even you have to gamble ticket draws. No, you just get them for ranking high. So that I'm not counting. These parts don't really... As far as I know, I don't need them. As far as I know. But they're definitely not worth me spending $15 on it. The Zemnis is really what drives this deal up the wall and what makes it good. And I think it's also the farmable quests. I think they have farmable quests. Let's see. Oh no, the farmable quest isn't even in here. Yeah, so it's really just farmable Chips and Dale. See, yeah, not worth $15. Not in my opinion. Let's see. AZ Fox, I enjoy watching people play Wonderlocks, where you can only do it on 3DS. Once you catch a Pokemon, you immediately Wonder Trade it off. What's Wonder Trade? I actually don't know what that is. Kyoka, I'm going to criticize it because they weren't transparent about it from the beginning. They still aren't giving the reason. Yes, that's fine. As a consumer, you absolutely have that right. 100%. Ian, hello. How are you? I actually have to stop playing soon. I actually have to head out, like, pretty soon. AZ Fox, I don't play Lightning Returns because of the in-game time limit. That, oh, so dumb. I never beat Lightning Returns. I loved Final Fantasy 13 too. I actually really liked 13, even though, like, its gameplay, or at least its maps, were garbage. It was, like, literally anti-Final Fantasy having a linear map. Jason, Xemnas is harder to use, to be honest, because he's, like, the best for Darkgnaw, and I guess Moogle of Glory. Yes. So that's the thing about Xemnas, but it's, like, you could say the same thing about, like, Aqua. Kingdom Hearts 3 Aqua, Kingdom Hearts 3 Terra. So, I get he's only particularly useful in Darkgnaw, but at the same time, we can't deny how useful he is. Like, you saw the recovery buffing video. They can use him for that, just to get the reverse buffs off. Nier, yes, I saw this week and was ready to buy it. I'll wait till next week. Yeah, I would, because they might release another 6,000 jewels week, where it's like you get 6,000 jewels versus 4,400. So I'll wait for something like that. AZ Fox, Wonder Trade can only be done on the 3DS Pokemon titles. Using your Wi-Fi, you trade a Pokemon randomly with someone else. It's a blind trade, but you can get about anything. Oh my gosh, this is like when they did Twitch Plays Pokemon, and it's like every person puts one button input, which was so silly. It was so silly, but so fun. Hang on, I'll be right back. Also, like, let me know, because I'm gonna start putting things here, because I feel like I want my streams to look a little bit better, a little bit more professional. So I'm looking into overlays, and I'm looking into, like, background. So if I'm not buying a green screen, I at least want the background to look cool. But yeah, I'll be right back. Hang tight. Oh my gosh, the stuffiness is, like, real right now. Let's see. So I think I'm done doing the challenge for today, so we will just do our one more event coins galore, and I don't know if I want to pull, because I'll be below my 15,000 that I was talking about earlier. Real quick before I go, though, in case I'm not able to find time to make a video for it, I personally don't think... I haven't looked into it too much. On initial impression, I don't think these three are worth it. I'd say the one that's arguably worth it the most is Roxas, because he deals a crazy ton of damage, high multiplier. So he's a really good medal. The Axel following it, and then the Xion after it. I have to look into it more, but right now, I don't think they're worth buying, and if you're going to buy one, I'd probably say get Roxas. The big deal with these is that they don't have count plus minus 0 on their effect, so they're going to decrease the enemy's counts. So these guys have, like, high hit counts. I think he's like 13, I think he's like 8 and like 13, so it's like those are high hit counts. So right now I don't plan on pulling for any of these. If I draw into them, I draw into them, and then I'll just supernova them like I have in the past. AZ Fox, I hope they bring back Wonder Trade for Sword and Shield. It's such a cool feature. Probably. If I had to guess, if people liked it, they're probably going to keep it in the game. That's usually how game companies work, where it's like, all right, what's going to keep the customers happy, keep them buying, and then allow us to make new games. And that's probably on the agenda. All right, with that being said, I got to head out. I got to go somewhere. And unfortunately, it was a short stream, but it was a pretty fun one. Hopefully I get to do more of these soon, pick up some more traction. Because again, the goal for the end of the year is 750 subs. And right now we're at like 426. So hopefully we're able to get there. Hopefully we're able to make a little bit more professional looking streams. As always, if you have any sort of advice for me as a streamer, let me know in the comments for the video, and I'll definitely take it to heart. Right now, again, I'm looking at overlays, I'm looking at backgrounds, maybe a green screen, as well as a ring light. So that's where I'm at right now. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you think the camera's fine, if you think the content's fine. Let me know in the comments of this video. But yeah,
that is all for now. Thank you all so much for joining. Again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to drop them down in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer when I have the time. For everyone who's in my party right now, I will be seeing you in a few minutes to raid. But as always, everyone, until next time, take it easy.